So, real quick, on TikTok, you guys won't actually be able to see her. You can only hear Jules. And but if you go on Facebook or YouTube under the Feral but Sober name, you can see the both of us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Jules. Jules is a friend of mine. We met on TikTok on our TikTok platform. She's a frequent member of our little group over there, and she is here today to tell us her story. So go ahead, Jules. You start wherever it starts for you, and if that's childhood, if that's when your
Okay.
addiction started, wherever, and I kind of take
Yeah.
notes as we
Well,
go, and I'll ask
yeah, it
questions.
definitely started in my childhood. Um, both my parents, my dad and my birth mother, were active alcoholics and addicts. And I can remember the fights at a very young age. It's very weird because I can remember 2, 3, 4 years old being left in the crib, no food. I just horrible memories that I remember. And then my birth mother was schizophrenic also. So was her mother. But she had a habit of having children and bailing on them. There was 2 before me and my brother. And then had me and my brother, and then she took off with some other guy and had another one. But yeah, she just up and disappeared. And my dad married a neighbor lady that babysat me. And she actually he quit drinking. He violent. He was a very violent alcoholic. He's always in jail. The fights, I can just remember those. It was like throwdown fights between them. And he married her. She was a very narcissistic woman. He lost his balls completely with her. She had 4 children. They were all adults. So when she married my dad, she wanted him, but she didn't want me. And she made that very clear my whole life. Just showing affection and loving her children and not ever wanting to hug me or touch me or tell me she loved me. But at 5 years old is when pretty much it all started. My brother, my real brother, my dad, started having sex with me. And he would calm me down. We had to share a room. I was on the top bunk. He would calm me down. Julie, get down here. It's time. And I would lay there while he did whatever he was doing. He was 6 years older. And my only thing to get out of my head is I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And still to this day, if I get stressed out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I just start doing that. But he did that to me until I was 13. He was 18. Got married. And that's pretty much where I forgot everything. Blocked all of that out. I never told anyone. He's not only did he tell me that they wouldn't believe me, but she didn't care about me. And she made it very clear. So, I was like in very, yeah, it's just bad position right there. Let's see. At the age of 16, I tried to stab her. Told her I was going to kill her. That didn't work out. Age of 17, I left home. I met a
What was
girl.
like the breaking point there when you tried to stab your stepmom? Like, what was the breaking point? What made you do that? Like, I know it was obviously a lot of stuff boiling up, but was there any one incident that just like made you snap, or no, just all the
No,
shit?
it was just everything together. It was
Yeah.
all of it. I had to get away. I had to get away. I didn't
Yeah.
understand what was going on in my head. I was just completely fucked up in the head.
Well, you had
you know?
experienced so much trauma by such an early age, like, and I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, Jules. And it's just like,
Well, yeah. Yeah, it sucks.
and the presence of mind that you had at such a young age to zone out 5 4 1 2 3 4 5 5 4, like that's big, that's really big. I know that's sad and it's awful, but like, at least you had the presence of mind to kind of check out, because
Yeah.
I'm sure it messed with you enough as it is, but if you had to stay present in the moment all the time like that,
Yeah.
that's awful.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can remember those things so clearly. Like my childhood, like crying, like sitting in the crib or the playpen, or, at the house alone for hours and hours. And sometimes, you know, with no food. Um, I had several really bad diaper rashes that got infected. My stepmom was telling me how my bottom looked like hamburger because my birth mother just she didn't care, you know. She's mentally ill. That's still no excuse. She was put in Fairfax Hospital, or Western State in Washington here. She was sentenced there, and when she got out, because of how she acted, when she got out, the judge said, put an order on her. You can't have any more children. Yeah, right. Like that helped. She married my dad. Um, my dad was having a tough time because his first son was murdered by his wife, tortured in Seattle here. They He was over in Vietnam, and she was using a lot of drugs and alcohol, and her boyfriend tortured him and burned him, and yeah, it's horrible, horrible. I have all the newspaper clippings about it and all of it. His name was Brian,
And this
and
was your brother that you said, your
this was my
brother's?
brother. This is my older brother, my
Oh,
dad's
not the same brother.
first son.
Not
No,
the
this is my
same
dad's
brother.
first son.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the same brother that
And
did.
no, not the Chomo. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I grew up in a family where it was upper class. There was a lot of money. My dad had a lot of property. And, everybody was all flaunting stuff around. I was definitely the oddball. I was the black sheep. I was the youngest of her 4 children: Terry, Becky, Gail, and John. And then there was Mike, my real brother, and then there was me. And it was not the lifestyle that I liked. I had to put on a show, a face of these rich people and all the shit I had to do. And yeah, at 17, I said, fuck this, I'm done. And I met a girl at La Quinta Inn, and her name was Jana Jackson. She was so cool. And she would let me use her ID, and we would go over to Seattle, and we'd go over to the Ginza Tavern, full of Mexicans, full of coke, full of drugs, and yeah, and I loved it. I loved it, and it's where I started introduce that, and then I met this guy Ray. He was a dealer, about 20 years older than me, and I would go with him down to California and pick up large amounts and come back. We got pulled over one time, and we had, I don't know if I'm allowed to say these things on here. We had 2 keys of coke and 2 keys of heroin. The police did an illegal search, and we got off. No charges. Nothing. You know. And they try to get me to talk. I'm like, yeah, well, that's not gonna fucking happen. Fuck you. I'm not saying a fucking word. Yeah, and we got off on it. But yeah, he supplied me drugs, and I would drive around with him and we delivered stuff that he didn't use. But he did yeah, he kind of took care of me. He took care of me. He's an older white dude, you know. He just wanted his dick sucked. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know. And then I got pregnant when I was 20. Used during my pregnancy. Shot up heroin and coke. And I had Emily. And found a family. Ray helped me do that. Found a family, and they lived over in Elmsburg. They still do. Got to know them very well. I'm gonna step outside because she's running the vacuum. Come on. I gotta go down the store. I'll be back. And yeah. So and the child was, of course, addicted. But yeah, they were very, very nice people, the Habermans. It was an open adoption. I didn't care about that. You know, I was selfish. I wanted to get high. I wanted that needle in my arm.
Yeah.
Forget everything.
Time in your life, you know, numbing all those things that happened to you. Like, I can definitely see how you got hooked right away. Like, I could definitely feel that because, you know, all of that pain and trauma and shit that you went through, and you know, and you didn't have to feel that all of a sudden, and that's very appealing sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was yeah, I just wanted to block everything out. I didn't want to think about anything. You know, 2 years later. The hell's going on with my phone? Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Huh. Hold on. Damn it. Restart the router. Oh, no. We're not restarting the router. Are you there? I think I lost her.
I just can't see you. Okay, guys. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's got bad service, I think. It's okay, buddy. Muted. I'm so sorry that whole time for Facebook and YouTube, guys. Anybody watching, we're just going to give a few minutes. It did show where Jules was trying to get back in and then she left. So I was hoping that she would come back in, but she did mention to me at the beginning that she did have to run down the road. She thought she was going to be able to have service the whole time, but something may have happened. If she does not come back in, then we will, I'll just reschedule her to come back for a part 2 because this is a really good story. And I feel like we were just really getting to the meat and potatoes. She talked a lot about her traumatic childhood and then she was just kind of getting started into her use. So yeah, it's really good, James. If you ever want to share your story, please reach out to me. I'll schedule you for a podcast episode. I love helping people share their journeys. It's so important. We never know who we can help. You want a binky? Yeah, you little cute baby. That's the only one I got. All right, guys. I guess she's not coming back. That's okay. I'm going to pop off and I'll be back on TikTok in just a few minutes for social hour. I'm just going to pop off, use the restroom, come back, all the things. That way it's a separate video when I download it. Yeah, James, anybody who's in here watching right now, I know there was like Steph, Kristen, everybody, anybody who's in here, if you want to share your journey on my podcast, please. I know Chrissy already did, but James, Kristen, Crystal, any of you guys, like I'm always down. I always need guests. I'm booked out until like the middle or third week in March right now, but I mean, I'm always ready looking to book people and have people lined up. We're going to be doing some different stuff. Like I'm going to keep doing this podcast, but I'm going to also do like a branch off little talk show with a co-host or a couple co-hosts, and we're gonna have a good time, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. Feral but Sober's got a lot of stuff coming up, guys. I'm really excited. I know I'm talking to 4 people right now, but I don't care. I'm telling everybody one person at a time. Big things are coming for this platform. Anybody that wants to be involved in any way, please reach out to me. I'm gonna pop off for just a little break, guys. I'll be back on about 10-15 minutes and we'll start social hour. I love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Thanks so much. The support means a lot. All right, Facebook, YouTube, guys. We had some technical difficulties. I will definitely get Jules scheduled back in here for part 2.